Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Welcome to the Good Morning, Afternoon, Evening show. This is the late show for Saturday, January 29, 2022. You may have joined us earlier today on the regularly scheduled Saturday program, and now it may be January 30th, 2022 for you, as those living past the London time zone there at the UTC. Of course, it is Sunday for you. Hey, we're having a good time today. We got a big list of scheduled games that we pulled from requests on the earlier portion today, my local time, about 7 hours ago. We're going to jump into those here on this stream as we prepare for another great week of the Sandbox. Today is the close of the week for the GMAE stream. So, of course, we're going to do it big if during this stream you have any questions about the Sandbox game that you would like answered. You can ask those inside the chat. Maybe it's something about our asset creation software, Voxels. Maybe it's about the game creation software, Game Maker, which you can download right now. Both of those being completely free. It may be about the metaverse or the upcoming Alpha Season 2. Of course, those of you who have been watching lately know a little bit more about Alpha Season 2 thanks to the last two streams that we have had, as we have released some small details there. Right now, I'm jumping into, first of all, I want to talk about earlier, the first game suggestion that was on my queue was Murder Mystery in the Candyverse on page 63. I have heard that Rock808 that is in the chat over on twitch.tv, the user which we rated with all of the great viewers from the official Sandbox stream earlier, Rock answered the call and played Murder Mystery in the Candyverse that was on page 63. So, knowing that there has been a community answer to that playtest, I just want you to know that I'm not going to try it. Rock808 says, I can't wait to see what you get from this game. Rock808, I tested that game first, left some suggestions. It'd be interesting if you could let me know if some of the suggestions that I left when I played that about a week or two ago now, probably last week. Let me know on Twitter how many suggestions actually got applied at the Vision X, because I'd like to know your feedback on that as well. Of course, if you'd like to be like Rock808 and you'd like your opportunity to have the Sandbox raid your stream, all you have to do is be streaming as I get ready to close down here on this live stream in about an hour and a half, somewhere in there. I usually close down at 7:30 p.m. my local time, and it just occurred to me I didn't even turn my lights on, folks. Probably looking a little different. Probably looking a little different out here. There's one. One sec. I'm a silly boy. Another one. Look at that. I'm probably looking like a professional now, maybe. How about that? You know what I mean? How about that? I look over at my screen and I'm like not getting blinded by, the third sun, and I'm like, what's good? What's going on? What's going on there? How's it going over there? Facebook.com. I see you. 3 new folks over there on Facebook popping in. But I got a different game on the screen right now. This was one of 6 others that were requested to be viewed on the stream. It's a different Candyverse game. Is it different? Is it that much different? That's interesting. It's interesting. Did work hunting down the killer. Okay. So I'm seeing people in the chat saying it's totally different. So I'm wondering, Murder Mystery or Skyball? Those would be different. You're right. Those would be different. I'm wondering if the Skyball got revamped into a Murder Mystery, because that's what I suggested. Was that, we're going to take it to another level. Give it a little bit of a narrative twist. You say it's completely different. This is Candy versus Clue. Ooh. You guys should go check that out. Everybody in the chat, if you haven't played it already, if you haven't seen it already, check it out. See what it's like. Let me know what it's like, because it's just the same universe, right? According to VPire in the chat here, just the same universe. So it looked like it had the good potential to be a nice murder mystery for different game jams, 2 separate games, same universe. Love it, love it. All right, but nonetheless, I've got pulled up Bowling Palace, which was another request, and we may revisit that on this stream for those people who didn't get a chance to see it on Rock 808 stream. But back to what I was talking about before, if you are live streaming right before I close down this stream over on twitch.tv, I have the ability to raid, and we can come hang out and party with you in your in your adventure, whether you're creating with VoxEdit or you're making with the Sandbox. Just make sure you set your category to the Sandbox so that I can pop in on your stream. Love it. 1 second. I get a little water, Yeah. You're a man. 3 live streams in 24 hours. That's right. We go hard. Having fun. There's so many games to play, and there's so much learning and like work that we can do together that it's a lot of fun. It's obviously fully justified because it's a huge community with a huge amount of games that get created. Every time that you guys send me what page it's on, I basically have to assume it's 5 pages further on, right? Or like I was like, okay, how many hours has it been? It's been like 6 hours. So these are probably going to be 2-3 pages back now, because there's so many different tests and new games that get submitted into the gallery. You got to do it. You got to do it. Let's see here. It's a lot of live streams in 24 hours. Sandy Coffee, what if I told you I also have a personal channel? And the people in the chat over on Twitch that are subbed to my personal channel use the Alex Spoincoin in the chat all the time. They use the Sandbox S in the chat all the time. It's good stuff. We have fun. Nonetheless, GJ Round 21 Bowling Palace. Let's jump into it. And after the Bowling Palace, if you can see it in the chat, of course, Meta Mouse Island. Now, this one is advertised as being on page 75. I'll jump into that as well. We'll give it a good run, see how that goes. And if we can, we may do the Ultimate Racing Hub, because they say it will take 5 minutes tops off of page 108. So King of Crypto and Half Dork in the chat right there with that Spoin coin, with that S. It's good stuff. Win Battle Royale when you make it, multiplayer combat is a little ways off, but nonetheless, you can check it out, try to make it, get it ready, and then replace assets as necessary with standard players instead of NPCs potentially. Sandy Coffee, the only way to get those is to be subbed to my regular channel. So join me when I'm doing a regular live stream, hang out, have fun in the chat. Because I made that Spoin coin, as a meme. If you don't know the story behind that, we were hanging out, Alex and I, in a live stream like this one. And the users were asking, what happens with the physics of the game if you leave physics on coins and fill this like lake? Just fill the whole lake with coins, right? And having filled the whole lake with coins, Alex then said, go on the game. And they were all bundled into this one spot, and they were spinning coins, right? Spinning coins. And the spinning coin, he couldn't make the 2 words happen independently. He just said, spoin, and it just, I don't know, for whatever reason, it just drove me nuts. I just laughed my buns off, and so while we were in that live stream, that was only probably like 5 minutes in, and all of the spinning coins exploded into a mess in the pond there in the experience. And we were teaching users new skills on request at that time on Saturdays, and they exploded into a mess all over the map as soon as you press start, and it caused a whole bunch of lag. It was very poorly optimized, right, at the time. And then so all the while he's trying to describe how you can do this better, and like, yeah, we learned what it does, and you can see what it does in the engine. I was in Photoshop making a coin that said Spoin on the coin, and didn't look like this one. It wasn't as high fidelity, it wasn't as shiny, but nonetheless, before the end of the stream, I was able to share it in the chat and do that kind of thing. And then I minted like 10 of them that I individually signed of this type, the ones that look like this. Will there be more land sales in the future? Yes. Yes, there will. You can see parts of the map that are darker than the rest of the map. Almost like at this point, there's not too much, but there's like a little, like a river that kind of runs through the entire map, or it appears to be a river. All of those will eventually be lands. Candidly, Kristen says, pretty sure all the money he gets from it goes to a charity too, if I remember correctly. That's right. All of the Spoin Coin money went to Seattle Children's Hospital. I also made one special for the Extra Life charity event. Find a laptop located in your house and read your new message. Is it in the toilet? I don't think it will be. I mean, if it is, we got issues. Oh, okay. Going up the stairs here. As we go upstairs, I recommend that people always get a flat surface. Maybe it's this door, right? Get a flat surface, set the transparency so that, you know, you can't see it. It's invisible, but collision is on. And then on the stair itself, excuse me, set the flat surface there, invisible like this, right? So that you can walk up the flat surface without being able to see it. And then, you know, you'll walk up without having to jump up these, and it's not awkward to walk down them either. Better experience for your users. Okay, laptop's not on the bed or on the desk. Is this a laptop? There it is. Hey, what's up? From Big Brother. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. Yesterday I went to a crazy new bowling place called the Bowling Palace. You should visit too. It's amazing. Talk a bit about you over there. I'm at grandma's place right now. So you either take the old RV in the garage or just go by foot. Oh yeah, by the way, Mama's visiting, so make sure to come back in time. And I left a note on the fridge. See ya. All right, where the fridge at? You got a little note there. Note. I love those lollipops they gave away at the Bowling Palace. Would you mind getting those for me? That could have been an email, you know what I mean? But that's okay. I like that. I like that I get a little quest there. Get a little side quest. A little option. Let's take the RV, dude. Let's try it. Wait. No, wait. Okay, we're fine. Okay, this is fine. I'm gonna drive it. It's just gonna drive itself, you know. It's like a little brand new little Tesla RV, you know. There we go. Okay, we're here. Since when did they start working on this road? Bro never tells me anything. I'll just leave the RV here then, I guess. Here we go. I guess I'll just leave it here real quick. Ho 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 ho! Look at this, dude. Look at this statue. What is it? Who took over? Who took over this area? Who colonized this area? Who did that? Who went and did that? You know? Oh, nice little car there. Nice little car there. Who made this car? I like this car. Nice little car there, dude. Nice little. Who made this car? Ah, not my car. Thomas, you made this car, dude? Look at that engine. What is that? What was that got like? Was that got like 2 cylinders in there? It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Fountain's looking decent. Okay, a little soccer pitch. A little soccer pitch. Want to play some soccer? Yeah, dude. Why not? I'm here for bowling, but you know, let me know whenever your ball gets stuck. Dude, it's stuck right now. What's all right. Yep. Oh, what's up, gamer? MLG, MLS. You know, you're gonna have to sign me up for UEFA tomorrow. UEFA. Boom. What up, Pele? Get out. Okay. Cool. Soccer's fun. Wait. Score the most amount of goals in 30 seconds to get a reward. Bro, what's the most amount though? Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. Easy. Easy. I'm the greatest soccer player of all time, clearly, as testament from that earlier soccer game that I was playing. Remember that one? Remember the one where they actually defended me? Remember that, folks? Ah. It's okay. It's alright. We're good. Alright. What do you need? Wait, nothing. Wait, what? Where's my prize at, bro? Mary versus Raul. Disclaimer. These are 3D models and thus not real humans. Interesting. Well, I thought there was going to be a prize, but instead, it's just this guy's lunch. You know, could I get that? Same problem with the stairs here. course. You know, you can kind of float up them, but you could make the walk a little more natural. Looks like this place is a vibe. Here we go. Let's go. Can I get up on this stage? This stage was not designed to be walked on. Interesting. All right. That's okay. Don't interrupt the DJ, you know? You're burning down the dance floor right there. All right, what do we got over here? Got a little something, a little meta. That's pretty cool. What you doing? Whoa, you're making art. You're making art out here, dude. Whoa, that's cool. That's a nice asset. I like that. Who made this? It's got to be an NFT, right? Look at that. Wrap it up. Send it to Mint. That's cool. There's got to be NFTs in this thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely something in here. That car I was looking at earlier. They got some cool stuff. Got some cool stuff going on. Speaking of cool stuff, what's up, little kiddo? What are you doing? I lost my mom. Could you help me find her? She has orange hair and a purple shirt on. Sure. Do I need to carry you there? Will you follow me? You're just gonna walk around. He's just walking, dude. He's just vibing. He's fine. Purple shirt. Nope, not red hair. Who's dancing over there? Party animals out here. Party animals, dude. Can I open these doors? Oh, I can. She's not in here with the water, but I'll find her. Don't worry. I'll find her. Red hair, black dress. I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna just try to remember that this kid. Welcome to Bowling Palace. My name is Mary. How are you doing? I'm doing amazing, as Lucas would say. Oh, now I remember. You must be the guy who came to have fun today. Psh, yeah. Psh, psh, shoot. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing there? Rock808 says, hey Joseph, I hope that me playing Murder in the Candyverse last night isn't stopping you from playing tonight. Seems like everyone in here wants to see you play it too. Don't worry, Rock808, we're going to play that game. I want to play Murder in the Candyverse, but we'll probably play it on Monday, I think. Sandy Coffee says, this is Joe from Seattle. I'm from a town about 2 hours south of Seattle. But because I live in Washington, I would say, sure, I'm in Seattle, because everybody is just like, what's every other town in Washington? You know what I mean? Like, we basically don't exist. Just kidding. But I live on the beach out here where the sun never shines. And so the beach sounds better than it actually is. Let's see. Rock808 says, I'd feel really bad if that causes you to skip it tonight. Seriously, don't stress about it. It's all good. I just want to make sure that people have engaging content and we see a variety of games in the community. There is more than enough gameage in here to have people that aren't just me review these games and talk about them and, you know, get people experiencing them. If the creator saw you play that and you were able to give your feedback, even if it's different than mine or whatever, right, is going to be real and it's going to be valuable to that creator and to the community at large, because there are going to be times where I say things like, please don't make this game like Dark Souls, and then From Software kicks the door in and it's like, excuse me right now, you want more Dark Souls, right? So it's really, you know, you have to have that variety. Let's see here. Has anyone won the game jam yet? Luke Phillips, not yet. We were going to do that on this stream earlier today, but a couple of things happened. First of all, there's a ton of games, so we needed to push that date a little bit. Secondly, Alex wasn't feeling well. Third, there's a literal blizzard that landed on his front door everywhere from Washington, D.C. up to Vermont area is getting hit by something like a third of a meter of snow, somewhere in that range. So, excuse me. Ro Anya says, I believe land goes for ETH. Land only on third-party markets could be sold for ETH, but first-party, if you buy it directly from the sandbox, is sold for sand tokens. And in that, the sand tokens, 1011 sand for the land alone, or you can buy a bundle with additional NFTs as part of that. For I think it's 4,863 sand for big bundle. Big bundle includes some unique assets you can only get in those sales. Candidly Kristen says, who wants to bet that the game maker only went down after Joe was streaming and came up right before Joe started streaming again because he knew he couldn't compete with King of Crypto's party? King of Crypto, why are we not partying right now? All right, why are we not partying right now? Right now. Where to party at? Let's go. Let's go. I got the party supplies literally barely to my left. I got pizza. I got some hard soda, whatever that means. The wife brought it home today. All right. We're ready to have some fun. Oh no, did Alex play this? I didn't know Alex played it. Web3 says, Joe, I made a couple thou M-Sand staking. When land staking? The land contract gets converted over to Polygon soon. And when it does, then land staking. That is not the same contract upgrade that you currently got for free. Let's see here. Hey, by the way, did you guys hear that the person who found that need for the land contract upgrade was rewarded heavily for doing so? That was so cool. I think it was like 100,000 for that. So if you're a high-level coder, if you understand blockchain code, you know, and you find anything that could use an upgrade, feel free. Let the team know. You know, we will reward it. Can you duplicate NFTs when creating a game, or can it only be used once in a game? The NFTs that you purchase. So if I click on NFT, oh yeah, here let's say sure thing. We're having a little fun here. So if I click on NFTs, this construction worker right here is an NFT created by Beasting, right? So that construction worker is wrapped to this instance, this land wrapper, okay, this game as it is made. So it can only be used once in an instance in that the NFT as an NFT gets consumed. But you can place it 1,000,000 times inside the instance. You can only publish the whole instance once. So if we come over here, you can see that that same construction worker has been used one time over here, 2, 3, well, at 2, I guess, because that's the same one. There's a different construction worker over there, different one here. But nonetheless, you can use the same construction worker a few times. Why is this guy sleeping on the job? Where's the foreman? What are you doing? Anyway, yeah, so, you know, the dude reading the newspaper over here has been used a few times. There's that same construction worker again over here. Right, so you can use it as much as you want in the one instance. You can just, once you wrap that instance, then the NFT is taken out of the wallet and put into the wrapper itself. Right, kind of like when you stake LP tokens right now for sand. If you don't already do that, then now hopefully you understand. It gets put in the wrapper gets put in the land, and that's how that'll kind of work. Sandbox Japan on Twitter made the Shiba minting Chinese symbol. Oh, that's not. Is that Chinese? I don't think that's a Chinese symbol. Nonetheless, doesn't matter. I want to get through the questions. Iziology says up to 2 feet of snow in some places. I know, it's wild. It's wild. That's over 1/2 meter of snow. Just like boom, all at once. All right, let's see. Does anyone know a good way to make a ball throwable with aiming to another player that can catch? Well, another player can always grab an object pretty easily by just holding E. I think if you want to make a ball throwable, then you just need to have it be collidable and have an invisible surface that's behind it that might push it. And then make sure that the collision is on both of them. So, you know, you could grab it and then aim it, let it go, and the collision is going to push it on through the area. Similar to the way that, well, you could also ask, earlier I had Adam Sales' video playing on the screen. So maybe you could reach out to them on Twitter about how they did their, I want to call it mini golf, but they did a proper golf game that I played on this stream where the golf club smacked the ball. So if you can make all of that activity kind of happen automatically, then you can make it so you could throw a ball. It does take a bit of time to make the selections and that sort of stuff, but nonetheless, that would work. Let's see. Soul Cancer says, gotta pay the white hats. Those are the white hat hackers, meaning people who hack with the intention of helping. More than they would going black hat. I'm with it. They did well. They helped out. If you pull down the experience, could you then reuse the NFT on another land? Yes, as a follow-up question. If you want to reuse that construction worker, all you have to do is take your experience and take it out and unwrap it, right? So and then all the NFTs you put inside that experience go back into your account and you're good to go. You can reuse it on something else. If you want to reuse it in the same experience on the same land, then all you really have to do is just change the game maker stuff, right? You don't actually have to remint it. You just rebuild the way that the code is and leave it minted as is. The only time you have to remint it is if you remove an NFT or re-add an NFT, like another NFT, you would have to remint that experience so that it includes all the proper NFTs wrapped appropriately. Now, if you want to use it on another land, then you have to unpublish it and republish the game experience. Okay. Hope you find the irresponsible mom faster than Alex. Haha. Nice. I didn't even think to look for her anymore. I was so busy trying to answer this great question. Legit. I love that question. It's good to know. Okay, first of all, can I go bowling right now? Where's the ball? Oh, here we go. Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. Do I just kick it? What's going on here? Oh, okay, I can grab it. Okay, alright. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay. What do I do with this? Do I just kick it? I must just kick it, right? Wait, well, hold up. Wait, what? Does it have to go on that? What are you doing? What? What? Wait, do I need to put it down there? Do I put it down on the arrows? Maybe there's a tutorial. Get your bowling shoes. Get your bowling shoes on, gamer. Is that it? Is that what I didn't do? I didn't get shoes. DJ Bill, where are my shoes at? All right. All right. Okay. Let's find purple shirt, red hair. Let's assume. Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, friend? Hey, your kid's playing around in the parking lot, dude. I'm gonna go to the club. Card not found. I'm a card-carrying member of the club. All right. Let me play in the club. Does this person give me shoes? Sunglasses, shirt, cap. Free item of the day, crown. Hey, what's up? One crown for you. Look at that. Get your crown, king. I'll just wear this hat. Wait. My my hair sticks out of the back of the hat. I'm taking it off. Can't do it anymore. Oh, that's nice. Look at you. You should probably like put a hand on the one of the legs there so your kid doesn't fall off. Just maybe. I mean, just, you know, not financial advice, of course. Press once for elevator. That's what I'm talking about. Can I get some shoes in here, dude? MX boots. New objective unlocked. Find Emma, your guide. Hello, my name is Emma. I'll be your guide for this experience today. Emma, what are you doing downstairs? Why were the shoes upstairs? What's going on? Like that restaurant? Okay. Here we go. Whoop. I'm about to punch people. Watch out. Kick me out. You know, kick me out of here. Unruly. Huh, you must be this special guy? What? What did I do? What did I do? You know what I mean? I'm just a dude disguised as another dude out here hanging out. Let's see here. Aiming is the hard part. Love seeing utility like staking and wrapping actually being used and made pretty. That's so sick. Very good. Very good. Can you still update the NFT after minting it? No. No. The default templates that we use, if you to a certain extent, some of these animations are read by the client from a centralized perspective. So if you use the default human template, then yeah, they would automatically update because we're adding more. Excuse me. But if you unlock it to create your own custom animations, then you can't continue to create more new custom animations for the characters. It really just depends on what that kind of back-end coding looks like. Now later on, when you have access to the full suite of coding, then sure, but at this time, not quite. BT asks, I know that past Alpha Pass holders might get rewards for holding. So is there a possibility of getting more or another reward for holding the NFTs like the Alpha Sword Gate and Dragon? It's my understanding that the pass itself is the thing that has potential for reward at this time. That said, the Alpha Sword, the Gate, and the Dragon have what I believe to be a certain intrinsic value as the first alpha items, period. Kind of in the same sense, in you know, this is my view, excuse me. This is my view that that those have the value similar to, I don't know if you've ever played an MMORPG, but there was one that came out in like 2001, 2000, something like that, called RuneScape. It just hit its 20th anniversary celebration or something. But the items that were first given out there, even though they're not NFTs, even though they're not blockchain, in their third party, like their black market, they're being sold upwards of $10,000 for these holiday items, because it was the first one, right? It was the first special event. And I think to that effect, those Alpha Sword, Alpha Gate, Alpha Dragon have the same. And of course the Alpha Pass, even if there wasn't a utility for the Alpha Pass, I think that would have the same effect, where each one of those is recognized as kind of the beginning and the first, true symbol of play to earn in the metaverse. So I think that it's got some really good appeal there. Alex just grabbed the ball and ran down the alley with it in his hands because he's a cheater. Dude, he's definitely a cheater. All right. What special guy? There we go. Yesterday, a dude told us a special guy would come for a visit. Yeah. I knew you guys look familiar. What if it's just his brother? What if I'm just his brother, What if I'm my own brother and I just have like a weird little like multiple personality disorder or something? All right, I knew you guys look familiar. I've heard that before. So here at Bowling Palace, we have a new cool way of bowling. Oh my goodness. Let me explain it to you in a step-by-step instruction. Use the panel on your alley's ball returner to get a bowling ball. Place the bowling ball on one of the 5 indicators which are marked on the ground. Nice! Step 3. Take a sprint and punch the ball as hard as you can. These balls are softer than normal ones. It's probably good because those are really hard. Nobody punches a bowling ball. So cool! Okay then, which alley would you like to play on? I think I was playing on alley 3 before. Oh, my personal favorite, alley 3. Don't forget to change your alley once. Done with 1. Bill can help you with that. Great. What up, alley 3? We got a ball. We place the ball. We punch it really hard. Hey, you get out of here. It did nothing. Should I have punched it? Should I have legitimately punched it? Like this? Bah. Nope. Bah. Nope. It does nothing. I got 1 pin. Let's do it again. Wait, the ball doesn't despawn. Get ball. Give me another one. Another one. Here we go. No, wait. Come here. Come on back. Come on back now, you hear? What's going on? Okay, let's try it when we go back here. Is there a certain... Nope. Alright, let's get another one. Another one. Let's go. Here we go. Let's just put it on the square one. Let's go. Okay, first of all, let's put it in front of the square one and see what happens. First of all, secondly, all right. Put it behind it. Did it do anything? Nothing, dude. Nothing, dude. All right. Broken. Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. It's happening. We're doing it Alex's way, dude. Alex is the king, dude. The only reason why I selected a new lane was purely on the basis of okay, who was this playing? Am I supposed to talk to Bill? I forget. Yeah. Alley 1. Switch to Alley 1. Great. I can knock over more pins. Let's try to do this the legitimate way, ladies and gentlemen. What a shot! What a shot. Nice shot. You want to punch it. You want to punch it, but it doesn't get punched. So really it's just carry it down, you know, and just walk through the pins. Hey, I'm a winner. I did a winning. Talk to Emma to get access to the VIP club. Heck yeah. Let's go. Sweet. Data key card. Here we go. Okay. So bowling. Bowling has got some work. Bowling's got some work to do. But I believe you can find a really good tutorial for creating a bowling alley or something to that effect via Cyber Dragon. I think we've seen some of these. Or the team at Blaze Games, I think, made like a launcher for that. You just abandoned that kid, Maxi Max says. Yeah, that's right. The mom was a bad mom, dude. Bad mom, dude. Bad, no offense, I guess. You know, I mean, it probably happens to everybody. I've never... I don't know. It happens. I guess if you got like 6 kids, you know, you're probably going to lose 1 or 2 every once in a while in the coat rack or something at like the Macy's, right? But, you know, are they still rewarding the stakers with NFTs? I've not seen new rewards to claim in a while. Yes. The NFT system, as we were in the alpha, and we're prepping for the upcoming Alpha 2, you know, we have a little wait there. We transitioned over to Polygon, and we're working on being able to mint directly in Polygon as the new default. But according to Alex, who has recently created almost all of those, I think that's my understanding anyway. It may have been some other great artists. Anyway, he said yes, there would be retro rewards if they're not there instantly. Big Papa Duke gives another great example of an asset from the early portion of a game that's worth quite a lot of money. Rocket League has a hat that you can put on your rocket-powered battle car that is a golden hat that says Alpha Hat and Gold Nugget, and that's selling for thousands of dollars, right? And so I think that's, you know, it's relative. It's all relative. All right, we got a little VIP room. Sophie, what's good, Sophie? What's going on here? Sophie, talk to me, Sophie. Here we go. Welcome to the VIP lounge. This is the place where you can compete for a trophy. I don't know if you've noticed yet, but upstairs is a beautiful one waiting to be collected. Okay. So you up for a competition? Sure. Hack, dude. Just hack, dude. All right. Just play one round. One round. Here we go. Here we go. One round. One round on each. One round on each. Did I get the ball? All right. Okay. We're going to put it down. We're going to... Yeah. All right. So we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this real quick. Just gonna do this real quick. Because clearly the bowling itself needs a little work. But it's okay. All right. Alex was right. Alex was right. Hashtag Alex was right. You know, Here we go. Prize. Okay, quick interact. Quick interact. Sophie, talk to me, Sophie. 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 Come on, Sophie. What are you doing? Head upstairs to claim your prize. Once claimed, go back to Sophie. Okay, video games. Okay, video games. We got that elevator over here, right? Elevator. Elevator. Here we go. Bowling Palace Trophy. op.gg. What's up? To interact. My back hurts. Could you please help me pick up the trash? Yeah, sure. Wait. But I can't pick myself up. Is there garbage over here? Are these the trashes? Collect the trash in the changing room. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hello, garbage. Dude, did you drop this? Did you drop this trash right here, dude? Excuse me, Akuma. Did you drop this trash over here? I have to beat you up, dude. Here we go. Here we go. I picked up all the trash, but there's still one left. Curious. Okay, we did it. We did it. Also, I found Mom. I don't know what's good with that. What's up with that, dude? What's up with that? All right, Sophie. Sophie, talk to me, Sophie. Sophie. Welcome back, champion. Yeah, you know, I mean, it was all skill-based play. I definitely didn't run to the end of the alley and just touch every pin. Just knock them over. I see y'all in the chat. See y'all in the chat saying, just grab the ball and run up the pins already. Okay, fine. I already did it, you know? I already did it. Feel die inside, right? Right? Let's see. Is it true that they've been using Lisp machines while throwing this garbage machine? I don't know what you mean by that. Those two things, they don't really work together. Like bones to their dogs. I don't know. I remember hiding in the coat racks as a kid, Rock808 says. Same. My mom had 4 kids, and I was that guy, you know? She'd be freaking out. I'd be like, tee. What a jerk. What a jerk. Let's see here. CDR drone. Let me ask you a question. Just me to you, real quick. Just real quick. Who hurt you, my friend? Listen, we don't encourage, or we tend to not encourage, let me put it that way. Going, you know, being down on people, not to the benefit of ourselves. So if you'd like to hang out, if you'd like to chat, if you'd like to have an opportunity to talk about what the Sandbox is all about, more than welcome to stay, hang out, chit chat, and have a good time with us, right? You can learn about, you know, how the term NFT probably doesn't mean the thing that you think that it means, because if I can be quite honest, it's gotten a lot of bad press, and most people aren't, you know, they're not really here, you know, even attempting to do that. So if you'd like to have an opportunity to talk about the Sandbox game, about what Web 3.0 means for the user, and, you know, how it doesn't have to mean a super expensive $100,000 JPEG, right? We're here for you, you know? We're here for you. All right, let's see. When will the Sandbox increase the resolution? The resolution of the game right now is what is better than 1080? I have 1440 by 2660, I think, is the current resolution right now. New objective unlocked. Get back home. That's what I'm talking about. Mom is almost there. Oh my goodness, there's a timer. Bro, nobody told me that my mom would be coming home, dude. All right. Why do I care if my mom's coming home again? I'm a whole dude with a beard right now. All right, time to sprint home. Do I need to take the RV? Can I take the RV home? No, I cannot. All right, I guess I'm leaving the RV home or whatever. Sorry, RV. Sorry, Daisy head kid. You know. All right, so let's run up in here. Let's hang out. Victory. All right. So we did 10 out of the 12 available quests in the time, as the timer was set for, I think, 37 minutes. Yeah, so let's see here. Gonna make that happen. One-way trip only. Oh, I saw Alex play this. Yes, Polyvoxel. Alex was probably, or did play this before, but I gave it a shot because it was done on request from this Saturday's earlier show. So, let's see here. Candidly, Kristen says they say the game is for 18 plus. And that is true. In many jurisdictions across the world, any cryptocurrency wallet is illegal to create, own, or get airdrops and other sorts of rewards to, unless you are 18 plus. So keep that in mind in your local area, of course. Do the judges rate the games with stars as they are playing them? Soul Cancer over on YouTube. Yes, in a way. Typically, in the past, at least when I was doing the reviews or some of those reviews, I would review them on a 1 through 6 rating for 6 different categories. So you could have up to 36 possible points, right? But nonetheless, you know, you have an opportunity to let me just do some real quick. Forgive me. We're gonna put a little guy in timeout, my guy. You have an opportunity, of course, to participate, hang out, you know, do that kind of thing. But to continuously be toxic and such in the chat, I'm gonna have to take care of that. I do also have plans for those people who are ambassadors in the chat right now. You're gonna have an opportunity in the next. Well, rather, I'm calling somebody that I know who is a specific moderator for Twitch.tv for a partnered channel to come on as an ambassador and help us with that sort of moderation needs as necessary. Probably on Monday, I think we'll have that sorted out. So if we run into those sorts of things anymore, we're going to take care of that. And once again, I apologize for the interruption as I handle that. It's a 10-minute timeout, so of course you're going to have an opportunity. I will not name drop you specifically because I don't want to be rude, but you know, just keep in mind that once again you have an opportunity to learn about the sandbox, about how you can create voxel style assets in VoxEdit, publish them into the Sandbox game marketplace, and have an opportunity to earn from your art. Right? You have an opportunity to earn from your game making in the latest round of the Sandbox game jams, which just closed up. We had upwards of about $250,000 in total prizes to creators, thanks to the Sandbox Game Fund. All right, so once again, having been a viewer right now, if you're still with us, you have an opportunity, of course, to create in the Sandbox game ecosystem, and you can also play to earn. So if you are the kind of person who likes to play video games and you don't want to spend money on NFTs, that's fine. We are not here to ask you to spend money on NFTs. In fact, you can play for free in the upcoming alpha. And playing in that alpha, you can earn sand tokens. All you'll need is an alpha pass, which you can earn for free. So more details on that in the upcoming alpha announcement for Alpha Season 2. But once again, Ship C asks when Alpha Season 2. The press release on that's coming soon, but I can't drop the date. Anyway, nonetheless, I just want to let you know that I'm going to continue to give you the opportunity to, you know, be positive in the ecosystem, be positive in the chat when we do these live streams. But I have timed you out for probably the next 8 minutes or so. So, you know, we can earn the alpha pass this time. Luke, it is still going to be somewhat RNG based, but you'll be able to play all of the experiences and have an opportunity to earn more entries, more chances in different ways, because we have 10,000 passes this time instead of the 5,000 we had before. We'll have more Twitter contests, more giveaways on the streams, more opportunities beyond that. And you'll be able to play every experience regardless of whether you won the pass or not. The pass will just be used to play to earn the crypto that is available. But more news on that as it comes. What's the best way to make areas separated on land for different games? I'm trying to build social areas with market and gaming areas. Well, highest level gaming, the best way to do that is typically to build it in layers. I think it doesn't have to be, you could zone it out any way that you like. Just know that each time, if you want it to be a whole different instance, it's going to have to be minted to a different land, right? So if you want to make it separated, that's fine, but you won't be able to make it gated, right? You can gate content to, if you are building around gated content, if you are building around a pass or an NFT, similar to the Snoop Dogg pass that was, in distribution just a little while ago, you can make your whole social area gated with that NFT, but you can't make individual subsections inside of a land gated, if that makes sense. So let's see. Sorry, I don't know if it was asked before, but I heard that a search function was in the works for the Game Maker Gallery. It is. Will that be available by the time Alpha Season 2 comes out? It won't. Or at a later date, a little later. Let's see. Will the Alpha V2 space be bigger, or is it the same size as V1? There's more to play. Some of the experiences familiar, some of the experiences are revamped. There are more experiences, there are partner experiences, there are Game Maker Fund experiences, and of course there are Game Jam experiences. So new and more. And some of what you've done before. If you're stepping in for the first time for Season 2, then it would all be new for you, of course. Trying to make it easy for players to click join multiplayer PvP games. So yeah, if you wanted to make a little lobby area, you could make it so that they do the thing and then they get respawned in, a different location. Similarly to like the way that when we play like a PUBG or, whatever, any of those battleground style games, or what do they call it? Battle Royale, sorry. So if you play a Battle Royale game, you always kind of just spawn at the bottom, right? And then like a timer occurs and everybody spawns up in a airplane or something like that. You could do that in theory, but once again, the multiplayer PvP stuff is a little ways off as we are still in the alpha. So are the character animations linked to a default character rig? Can you create custom character rigs? CBHT member, you can animate an asset in any way that you want if you would like to do full custom animation. If full custom animation is a lot of work for you, that's okay. We have templated animations, so you can just load a default character rig. If you want to make something that's like a super high fidelity, nice custom animation, which I'm seeing a lot out of like the Asia Pacific region, most of our Japanese creators like to make it all from scratch, then yeah, you can create custom character rigs for your assets. You could also make it so that you make an airplane that transformers down into a car, right? Like whatever you want, as long as you're willing to put in the work to do so. Are the NFT rewards for liquidity mining only for Sand/ETH and not Sand/Matic? If so, why not Matic? Isn't the sandbox trying to move in that direction? Boolean. Historically, the liquidity mining rewards were for Sand/ETH. We only just added the Sand/Matic liquidity pool, and we're just getting in the direction of moving there. That said, the assets themselves are not moved to the Polygon network, which is more ecologically efficient. You mint on Polygon, it's less than an email in terms of ecological impact. So, we're moving all of the assets over to the Polygon network. When that is done, then we can start to give liquidity rewards for that network. So for now, the liquidity rewards in terms of sand are dramatically more so than that of the sand ETH, and we are trying to move there long term. So we have intentions and plans with that, but we got to make sure each step is taken care of correctly before we jump into that. I have a game to release, but how do you publish assets, get them approved? You can publish assets into the Sandbox Game Maker or using the Vox Edit software. You can send to Marketplace. That's going to publish them to your local account. The only way to publish them to a public account is if you are submitting it for a game jam, then we custom approve those. Soon that will be open for anybody, but when we open it up to everybody, that will be at the same time as we should, from my understanding, be opening it up to minting as well. So not only can you publish free assets when you choose to, but you can publish NFTs and mint them. Once again, that's going to require that those assets be moved over to Polygon, because we project you wouldn't appreciate minting them on ETH, where it's going to cost, between $15 and $50 per mint or more on the ETH mainnet. If we switch over to Polygon, it'll be less than a penny for you to mint them. Okay, let's see. Yes, Highest Level Gaming asks, so there can only be one gated special access designated area. That's correct. That being the actual land NFT itself. That's the part that gets the gated access. The associative property of, do you own this NFT, this ticket, this whatever, gets synced with the land itself. So if you own, you have access to. Do you have a solution to ban some multi-ID pass hunters? I've seen someone got 7 alpha passes in 1 week. We do have some preventative measures for that, but to a certain extent, it may be out of scope to prevent that completely. So understand that it's possible. We can go back and verify like if your IP is the same, but if you're using an IP mixer while also using different emails, while also having different wallets, right? How do we know the difference between a unique user and one person who's just being shady? There's not a lot of ways to check that. Once they all move to one wallet, then that's obviously, it's more obvious, right? But nonetheless, if we're rolling them and we're trying to figure out if Rush Park Sama is Rock 808, how do we know? How do we know that just off of that data? So, things to think about. It's very difficult to discern whether it's a couple real genuine users or a single person with all of those things being true. Let's see here. I was planning on having, let's say, a PvP battle arena people can watch and have social areas around it and collectibles store, etc. Okay, sure. Yeah. I mean, that's viable. I think the collectibles store, there's a couple of ways you can do the collectibles store, right? If you go NFTs, if we click the N when we're inside the game, you can see you can see NFTs and you can go find them in the marketplace, so they could find them that way. Social areas around a PvP battle arena, certainly. One thing to note, Highest Level Gaming currently inside of social experiences, multiplayer experiences inside the Sandbox game, there is a soft cap of 40 users right now until a new instance is made. And so if you have a ton of people that are in there for the social, the PvP battle may not be as fun. Okay, but in terms of long-term scope, you've seen that we have a ton of DJs, a ton of music, coming in. Warner Music Group coming in as a partner of ours. They want to see and will see things like the ability to premiere music videos inside the metaverse, right? So with that in mind, it's possible for you to have a PvP battle arena where in the battle arena itself, you have a player, you, recording, live streaming, and then in the social area, a separate instance, maybe another land, gated or not, let's say not gated, right? Where people can go there for free and watch the battle arena. Want to participate in the battle arena, own this NFT, that's your gated access to go participate in the battle arena, right? You're buying a copy of the game in that sense. And loads of people pay for those, or the reverse, whatever, but that's a way you could do it. So you could have something there like what you see on my screen now that is live streaming that out. And then you could go, have it the other way. Layer 2 land sales, long term, but also, yes. When will multiplayer PvP games be available? Let's say, to be safe, I'm going to say before 1.0. But we are working on, there's a lot of subsystems that make that possible. It's essentially like a 3-core layer system that makes multiplayer interactivity possible. We have the first layer of, can you both be in the same space at the same time and see what each other is doing? That's great. Now we have the, can a thing that I interact with be seen on your screen? That's a 2. Then you have a third layer of, can we both interact with this at the same time? That's a 3. And so once all those things are done, then you've got a good product and you're good to go to market. Will the next land sale be on layer 1 or layer 2? Depends on when the next land sale is announced, I would say. Let's see here. Can you import multiple VXMs into the animator at the same time, or does it have to be done one at a time? Typically, you're going to want to do it one at a time anyway, because usually when you rig in VoxEdit, you're going to want to rig each piece to each other and use the previous piece as the parent piece, if that makes sense. So, I guess it's just, maybe that's just the way I like to do it, but I will go through and I'll make a body, a chest piece, right? Or something. And then I'm like, okay, so I've got a chest piece done and it's got 2, 3, 4 pieces to it, whatever. And I'll put the stomach in there, and then I'll put the upper chest in there, and then any like accessories, like if I want to make it so that like the belly wiggles or whatever, then I'll put the belly part in there as its own. And all the while I'm going to design that little component to the right size and scale as I do it. And then go back and I'll place it and I'll look at it, I'll recolor it as I like, shade it in certain ways and do whatever. And then I'll go, okay, I got the chest piece now. Now I want the upper arm, and I'll go design an upper arm component and be like, oh, it looks a little skinny or whatever, it looks a little thick, whatever. Shade it appropriately, come back. Now I make a forearm, now I make a hand, now I make potentially fingers and a thumb if I wanted to do that. So, doing all those different things, I like to take those one piece at a time and get them in theme when I do that, rather than go out and try to make all these different VXMs and just expect them to be perfect and work well together. And then I put them onto each other and I go, oh, well, all the shading's all wrong and it's all proportionately wrong and blah, 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 right? So, let's see here. Sounds like the time frame is going to be a while. It kind of depends on which aspect we're talking about here, but hopefully, let's see. Highest Level Gaming says, okay, so I can have NFT access pass for each land plot I own, and even if they are connected next to each other. Yes, that's right. You could have the same access pass for all of the lands you own, no matter if they're connected to each other or not, because it's going to be at the discretion of each instance. When you make that wrapper, that game experience, then you publish that on a land and you choose. So let's say you have 2 lands next to each other. If you make a 2x1 game that is one instance, then that's the thing you decide. The pass is for that 2x1 game instance, right? If you make 2 1x1s, they'll load differently. They'll load separately, right? In their own instance, but you'll be able to gate this one possibly and choose to leave this one wide open, or gate both of them differently, or gate neither of them, but they'll still be instanced differently and they'll load differently. So let's see here. Is it a possibility to do a land whitelist raffle? We have explored that, My Flats. We also once explored like a sort of like a queuing system. Lots of different varieties, always open to doing different things. But in terms of the best and most functional thing that we have ever done, it is the method that we have done currently, which is a first come, first serve, and I used to do a live stream during the launch of those sales. But each one of those, I would get up at like 3 a.m. to start getting people prepared from my local area. So now Andy Ritchie does them because Andy Ritchie actually lives somewhere close to Paris, where, what's the best way to get an Alpha Pass? The best way to get an Alpha Pass CBH team member is to follow the Twitter. It's to, watch these live streams where we will do giveaways, or we have in the past. You could... any variety of ways to do it. We were, this time coming up, there's another way that I can't announce that may be the actual best way to get an Alpha Pass, but why not do everything? An Alpha Pass has really good rewards. If you talk about the last season, we had the NFTs and we had the sand. This season, we're going to do something a little differently, but still, of course, we're going to have sand rewards. And there's some cool stuff going on. There's some interesting things happening. But nonetheless, what if there's a group of 15 friends who all try for an Alpha Pass and then share rewards? That's really hard to tell who's being shady. Well, that's the thing. Like, is that shady? I don't know. Like, 15 individuals all try. They decide that if any one of them wins, then they'll share rewards amongst all of each other. Is that shady? Or is that like, I don't really think that's too shady. Maybe they win 2 or 3 passes amongst all 15 of them, right? Same IP could be 2 people in one house. See, so now we're getting into the weeds of it, right? We're understanding how this is a complex process, and we have to make sure that we're equitable here. So, Pups Culture says my old wallet has been compromised, so I moved everything to my hard wallet. Will there be a problem? Because I have a totally new account for that. Pups, that's not really a problem at all. What I would recommend you do is if you moved everything to a hard wallet, if you want to keep the username you had before and the email you had before, then you can log in with your other account, right? And just change the username and email to anything. And then go back on your new wallet in your safer, more secure space, right? And change the email and the username to your preferred, because your actual account is the wallet. It's not the email, though you can log in onto the client like this with the email. The actual account is the secure part, is the Web3 part. It's the wallet itself. Let's see. So can we have unlimited 40x instances on 1x1 with different users in each? Yes. Yes, you can. If your game is hot, if your game's got 1 million players, 40 players at a time. Is there a school to learn this stuff? Danny Nikki MCG over on Facebook.com asks about 8 minutes ago. Hopefully you're still there, Danny. Yes, there are a few, actually. I did a live stream about 2 days ago with a place called Squiggly.School that did a stream to teach people how to just barely get started in the sandbox. They did one today. I think they're doing another one on Monday. Maybe it's tomorrow, I forget. It's a 3 p.m. stream. Go check them out, Squiggly.School. That's a good start. From there, you can also check out, Tempest Studios is doing, somebody put it in the chat. Save my life here. Save my life here. Tempest Studios is doing a metaverse masterclass is what it's called. Sorry, I figured it out. My brain, it got there. Metaverse masterclass classes. Then you've also got Inside Participate at participate.com that is teaching courses. We got some interesting news that I heard today. We are going to have someone from the Inside Participate team that has some announcements to make on a live stream here in an interview in the future to talk about education in the sandbox, how we can get more people onboarded, because the metaverse is coming, I've said it a couple times this week, but Microsoft bought Activision for nearly $69 billion to help develop a metaverse for their company. This is the future. It's just the way it is. Let's see. Is the soft cap 40 for each land? It's the 40 for each instance, not for each land. So it doesn't make it bigger because the multiplayer portions, the connectivity portions, that's where the soft cap comes in. So if I'm loading the actions of 360 people because it's a 3x3 land, right, then that's still a lot of lag for all of your end users. But as we continue to develop, as we continue to optimize, that may change, that may go way up. You know, obviously you've seen games out there like a Battlefield that got 128 people in them. Can we do that? I think it's just a matter of time. But, you know, we'll see where it goes as time goes. Hello, when are the winners for the round 21 Game Jam being announced? At this time, we've got it scheduled for Wednesday. We had to postpone it for a variety of reasons, including there's a ton of entries, and we want to make sure that we get them all reviewed well, not just quickly, right? We don't want to do it fast. We want to do it right for you. So got a little wait on that, but also, you know, it may be Saturday. It depends on Sebastian's availability. The COO, Chief Operating Officer of the Sandbox game, likes to be there for those Game Jam awards. So we want him to have an opportunity to be there. So if he can't make it on Wednesday, we may do it on Saturday, or we may just run it with Alex and myself. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Open the Box says, wait, so we migrate to Polygon yet? In part, we have migrated some things to Polygon, but we have quite a lot of different kinds of smart contracts to be migrated. So we're working on all of them all at once. I got emails regularly talking about our progress on that, and lots of different things are being done. A lot of great questions here in the chat, folks. So forgive me for not playing the games too intensely here on this stream. I want to make sure all of these get answered. 3D MP4 says, will the game be optimized? Because my PC is going insane every time I open the game. The game is being optimized. It's continuing to be optimized compared to version 0.5. The 0.6 point whatever updates have all had a certain depth of field sort of thing happening with the assets that you don't see for those larger experiences. So there is something to that, yes. And we're continuing to work on that because we want to make sure that, let's say that we make, like right now, the largest space we can make is a 4x4. But if you have the, I mentioned this, I think yesterday, but if you have the, you know, a skyscraper, the Burj Khalifa, I think is what it's called, you know, off in the distance in your 4x4, it may just appear right now. It may just go boop when you get into range, where we want to be able to long-term get optimization built into the engine that reduces the number of polys on the structure until it gets within a certain distance, as you've seen in lots of conventional games. Let's see here. 3D MP4 says, Vox said it needs a very low quality graphics option for big projects. 3D MP4, might I suggest that when you make a big project, don't do it in Minecraft style, okay? Like a lot of people do this, and I mentioned it to somebody, the person who made that, you know, the Pac-Man style game, they called it Pac-Sand. They showed me what their ghosts looked like that they didn't put in the game because they were thinking about like, oh, well, this is copyright protected, right? And they all had like cubes everywhere all over them. But you don't have to do that with your assets. You can reduce the number of what is called faces on your object by creating many flat rectangles, right? Many like planks of your asset, and texturize the plank. And then when you want to make a round object, instead of it having all these little cubes all over it, it's got multiple faces, multiple flat planks on it. And it'll reduce your face count, which reduces the lag that you're putting on yourself and on all the users playing your game. So when you see a soccer ball inside these games that's tiny, yeah, maybe that makes sense to have individual voxels on it. But when the soccer ball scales up to being a planet, a moon in the sky, the moon probably shouldn't be voxels because that's so many faces on it. And in order to optimize the rendering process in any rendering software, you want to have as few faces as possible, right? So if you can make it look similar, great, you know, make it look similar with less faces by using more flat surfaces and texturize those surfaces. Let's see. Can you gate 2 instances on a 1x1? Not on a single 1x1, no. Because the 1x1 land is the thing. The land token itself is the thing that does the gating. Let's see here. Will adding a leaderboard for players to see stats versus each other be available? Currently, no, but there's no reason why that can't later be a feature. I mean, I think we want to get the core things through first, you know, ranged attacks, that's a high priority. Multiplayer interactivity is a high priority. You know, some other really core like things that are quiet that you'd never even notice are in there. But yes, any news on the new creator fund? There is a different kind of creator fund that was announced, a $50 million fund for 100 different teams at $250,000 per team. So you want to check out that news. Go over to our Twitter to see more details on that. I think it was about 3 days ago that was announced. I had both my kids and my wife applying for the giveaways, same IP, until they gave up. Now it's only me and my son. Yeah, well, you know, that's the thing, right? You're individuals. That's where we use our discretion. And let's see. Will there be Wallet Connect support in the future? I'd say submit that into the suggestions over in our Discord. And that's probably more likely to get it moved ahead. I like Wallet Connect. I think they're fine. Just want to see the alpha pass in my inventory. That's it. Hey, I'm with you, Enrique. Let's see. Hopefully that didn't blacklist me because we never won anything. You're fine. MacBook Air M1 can play the Sandbox. Not yet. Soon. In terms of the game maker itself is a different software than the game client. And they have different rollout periods and different development teams working on them simultaneously. But Mac when? Soon. Let's see here. Do you know what dev/null is? Vaguely, you know. Yeah, I'm the kind of person who will Google a thing that I don't know. But on this live, I'm probably not going to pull aside to look that up. Let's see here. Polygon Switch happening soon. D-Electronics, yes, soon. Some of it's already happened. So we've got more stuff here. Would love to have a Vox Edit Participate Bootcamp. Can you hook us up, Joe? My Flats asks. Well, actually, you might want to check out what we saw from Squiggly School. They are focused on their start with Vox Edit and teaching you how to use the, you know, all of that, the light render, right? Get yourself up a WordPress page so people can understand what you're doing, that you exist, see some of your assets, all that sort of stuff. VMoot says if you track IP addresses, people that use the same internet like Internet Cafe so only one person can earn the pass. No, we're not going to do that. You know, that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about, right? Is in order to make sure that we facilitate all, we just have to only restrict those people who are overtly kind of trying to break the system, right? When you've got 25, 50 submissions, clearly you're trying to break the system. And so those are the ones that get ignored. If it's 5 people, you know, you all live in a house together, or like you're all in college or something, right? We have to account for those sorts of things. So let's see. Hi from Ecuador. From tomorrow, we will start a game project in the Sandbox. Wish us luck. Good luck to you. Something amateur, but we are excited. Good, good. If you would like feedback about your game, feel free to ask me. I will play them live on this stream. We got a bunch of questions here. Really good questions. So congratulations. Thank you for joining us. And I can't wait to see what you make. Old school RuneScape can render more than 40 people at a time, though. Well, yeah, I mean, it's old school RuneScape, and their entire engine was built around the multiplayer aspects and not around the, you know. Plus, their game was in development for a super long time to be an MMORPG. Akash, the game actually had a really extended alpha, much longer than the Sandbox has been in alpha yet. And then it went into beta when it then later would release in late 2000 or early 2001. Can't remember when they officially said they released. I think it was around this time in 2001. Let's see here. Hello, when will the Creator Fund be back open for applications, or is there another route that I'm missing? Keys Designs. The Creator Fund will only reopen on announcement. We have a huge pile of applicants that we are going through. That said, there is an alternate route for those people who have development teams and fully fleshed out ideas that could be good for the wider metaverse. It doesn't have to be games, right? So if you're interested, go over to twitter.com and look at the announcement for the $50 million fund, $250,000 per team allocated to projects to help develop the metaverse going forward. Let's see here. Thank you for doing all these streams. You're the best source of information pertaining to the sandbox. Well, it happens that I get all the emails with all the answers, so it's really easy to do. But the ambassadors reach out to me regularly in that way. Oh no. Oh, that's funny. Alex sent me a picture of somebody. Oh, there's a little misinformation on Twitter, so if you ever have questions about gems and catalysts, always ask us first. We'll get you the right answer. Why didn't they migrate the lands to Polygon when they had to migrate during the swap to the new contract? Well, D-Electronics, part of the process of building those smart contracts is getting them validated. And it was easier, faster, better to get them validated and pushed into a new ETH smart contract than it was to migrate them to the Polygon network with a totally new system, right? Because we had strong familiarity with the systems, the back end, the front end, blah, 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 right? So it was easy for us to remake that, get it re-verified, get it double checked, triple checked, right? And say, yeah, this is a good contract for ETH. Let's upgrade that. In the meantime, yes, it did add a little extra work, but we don't want there to be any technical issues that could cause problems for you guys. So we would rather upgrade it twice and make sure that your lands are safe, secure, in good order, than to upgrade it once and leave you with this potential vulnerability for an extended period of time. Let's see, any ETA for sand land staking? So yeah, Neon, the sand land stake is going to be, I would say, first of all, we need to be on Polygon mainnet with the lands. Secondly, I would say then also we would want to have gems and catalysts ready for ERCs that you can earn from staking, and then we'll get into that sand land staking. Let's see. Pups Culture says, I died too many times in these past few days playing games. That's what I'm talking about. Gamer! I'm MLG. I never died. I never died, not even once, okay? Not even once. Never happened. It never happened. You know, I just respawned. It's totally different, you know? Remember that night that one-shot me? Just like, boop, from across the map in a game yesterday, I think. Also signed up for Cody and Lozen's masterclass and the Participate Bootcamp. Hopefully there will be news soon. Yes, good. I'm glad you did. They deserve it. You deserve it. I'm sure great things are going to come out of it. You know, learning is fantastic. The Electronics is almost 8K faces with response to the Game Maker chat. So go and look in the Game Maker chat, I think on the Discord. I think that's what we're talking about here. So we're talking about optimization. I think it's back on that thread there. Time is 7:29 now, my local time. So as I continue to read through these questions here, I am going to paste in the chat the Saturday show. I typed Saturday show 129, so I'm going to go ahead and reuse this one from earlier. One, because Lucas made a form, but now I'm making a form. Here's a form for you guys. Fill out this form if you'd like to be eligible to win a Wizzy the Blue hat. This is an NFT that you can use inside a sandbox game combat-based experience to help you along your way. Okay? So if you want to win, just fill out that. I'm going to continue to ask these or answer these questions that are coming here in the chat. Do interior voxels count for face count if they are not seen? Yes. Yes, they do. Just keep in mind the total volume voxels are always the ones that are exposed. And that's why I say when you have the different voxels on the outside, the different boxes all over the outside of your object, all of those faces are getting counted. The interior there isn't, because the mesh that gets drawn is all of the exterior voxels. But if there's a hollow spot on the inside, then those faces count as well. However, if you have a voxel on the outside, that's 3 faces. If you have 2 voxels, you got 6 faces, right? 2 voxels next to each other is the same number of faces as having one super long rectangle, right? I'm doing the math. Yeah, that's 6. That's 6. There we go. So you can have one super long rectangle that takes up, you know, the physical space of 10, 12 voxels. And it has the same number of faces in terms of rendering complexity as all of those 2 individual tiny little voxels right there. So just keep that in mind when you're optimizing there. Will staking on land be different than the LP pool? Yes. Not Jackie Chan, it will be. Candidly Kristen, Joe has said no before because they wouldn't be able to stream to multiple platforms. What do we got, Candidly Kristen? What's that? I think it's probably... Okay, got a question. Can we get a sub option here so we can get super cool emotes? You can donate everything to charity. I just want the emotes. Yeah, Candidly Kristen, that's... Yeah, Rock is spot on. So one of the terms and conditions for being a partner on any platform is exclusivity to that platform for at least a certain amount of time. So if I want to be live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, the Sandbox can't be partnered with either of them. We have to just say, hey, you know, we don't need your money, which is fine. We don't need the money, right? As an option to that, I don't actually use or need the money on my live stream either. And so I will, you know, donate those submissions to, let's say, if I had a moderator in the chat for my stream, I don't care about the dollars and cents. So if I had a moderator in my stream because we blew up and there was a bunch of people on my stream, I'll take all the subs, money, and give it to them and just say, thank you for helping me, you know, because whatever, I'm there for fun. Making that crypto cash, you know what I mean? Not a big deal. Let's see. In Twitter, you mentioned that you were feeling whalish. So curious what you went in on. Did you become a taco cat billionaire? My flats. Actually, what had happened when I made that whalish post, and you're right, I am feeling in that way. Everybody just spammed me with the same junk. No offense to their stuff. Maybe it's super cool, but it was really hard immediately to distinguish the difference between a good project and just getting spam bombed. Were they bots? Were they not? I don't know. It ended up being a huge failure in, you know, for what I wanted. I was hoping to get like, I don't know, 10 messages of people going like, I thought this was cool. But instead it was like, come play my casino thing and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't into it. So I just kind of let it drop because whatever. And, you know, I actually haven't bought anything since then, purely on the basis of just like, I don't know, I felt kind of put off, I guess. I was looking at one that organically, they like donated something to Touche. I forget who they are. You know, shout it out in the chat if you want, I guess. But they seemed interesting until I realized what was about to happen with them. Basically, they have this one. If you own it, you get another one, as some of them do, to try to build intrinsic value in themselves. And I thought that the second thing that they were going to make was super cute and cool. And I was like, man, that by itself would be really cool. But apparently the second thing is meant to be consumed by the first thing so that you can make like a chonky version of the first thing. And I was like, oh man, it's not cool. I just wanted to get the cute food, you know? Maybe I'll do it just to get the cute food, but I probably wouldn't like go all in on that. I wouldn't buy like, because typically when I buy an NFT, if I'm buying a profile picture collection, I like to buy 3. I'll buy 1 with the interest of reselling it at the total cost of all 3, break even, right? I'll buy a second one in case it blows up. If it blows up and becomes worth a whole bunch of money, cool, I can sell the second one, make a profit. Keep the third one so that you actually get to keep the collection because you liked it. So why wouldn't you just want to keep it forever, you know, and not be tempted by the idea of selling it? So that's kind of my policy for that. Gotta leave early today, Vpire says. Have a nice stream, whatever remains. Much love to the Sand fam and Joe. Bye. See you later, Vpire. Let's see. Here's a message I'm getting. Hello there. At the moment, the Creator Fund is undergoing some changes. This is not receiving new applications. Stay tuned for news soon. That's correct. That's correct. Still the same thing. So I don't know the full details of the changes to the creator fund. That's like, there's actually a whole dedicated team to the creator fund itself that one-on-one helps creator fund applicants that were approved curate high quality content. So a lot of things going on there. Thanks, Kristen. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Can't wait for some type of programming interface. Spent days trying to make a random number generator. I'm with you, Kayat Cat. We actually have on the roadmap, first we're going to go from this basic version. Once we get to 1.0, we'll start working on visual scripting, and then we'll go, to full-on scripting. All right, 298 responses to the form now. I'm going to go ahead and close that down. That's pretty right at 300. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to pull out my random number generator, 1 to 300. I'm going to click generate, and user 265 is the winner of the Wizzy NFT asset today. Go to the individuals, 265. Who are you? Over on twitter.com. Twitter winner. I love seeing that. I love seeing the ones that are not, no offense, I mean, I love you guys over on Twitch and on YouTube and all that stuff, but I know that there are less people watching on Twitter, and they have a less likely chance of winning over on the forum. So I appreciate the fact that when you guys win. At Magotam, or Magotam potentially, but it's not capitalized, so I think it's Mago. You are our winner today over on twitter.com of the Wizzy NFT asset. And I'm going to continue to answer the questions for as long as they are coming in. This stream is going to go long. Starting now, we're going to stick with it over on YouTube. We're going to stick with it on Twitter. But please, if you could, ask your questions on YouTube or Facebook. If you are live streaming the Sandbox game right now, starting now, I am going to, let me make sure that these people are live streaming the Sandbox. It looks like right now nobody's streaming the Sandbox game. So if somebody wants to start streaming the Sandbox game, I will raid you with the people who are here in the Sandbox game chat. But me answer some more questions, and I'm just going to keep answering questions for as long as they come in tonight. Feeling good. It's a Saturday night. We're not going to be here tomorrow. Once again, my Saturday night. Maybe it's Sunday morning for you. Let's see here. Highest Level Gaming says, so if I make objects in VoxEdit, how can I use them in my experience? If I can't publish them yet, I have to wait for full release. So if you're making an experience for the interest of you designing it and waiting for that multiplayer feature to come through, then you can go to VoxEdit and you can hit send to marketplace. And if you send it to the marketplace, what it does is it sends it to your account on the website at sandbox.game. It doesn't send it to the public marketplace yet. Then from there, you can already see it in the game maker immediately. Later, if there are any of those that you want to mint into NFTs, when that feature becomes public, then you can publish them and mint them as NFTs. But you can continue to create right now. That said, Highest Level Gaming, if you want to publish in the gallery, those assets need to be approved on a kind of like a mid-level way, where it's not an NFT, but it is pushed to the public marketplace, and that can only be done by a moderator at this time until we open it up public. Excuse me. I have allergies. It's like really bad, which is weird because it's still January, Anyway, Neon says, sorry, just came back. Not sure if you answered my question. I did. Any ETA for sand land staking? Not yet. But again, I'm going to hit it one more time just in case somebody else missed it. Sand land staking is mostly to earn gems and catalysts. But could be used for other things. It looks like that's fallen off the page, so I'm getting a lot of answers, a lot of questions in here. Let's see. The ambassadors reach out to regularly. What is that? What do you mean? No. If I'm answering your question over on Discord and you've DM'd me that question, if it's a Sandbox question and it's not a spam about some NFT I need to buy, I'll answer it. That's no issue. I got no problem with that. I'm just chilling. I'm chilling at home. I'm chilling at home. You know what I mean? Chilling at home, making staking reward money. No big deal these days. How do I migrate my land to the new smart contract? You can go to sandbox.game/en/migrate. I think that's the page off the top of my head. Otherwise, it was sent to you in the email. We sent it out to everybody who owns a land. That is a legit email as long as it came from contact@sandbox.game. Or you can get migrate@sandbox.game for support. Sparky Snickle says, when good, get good, you know? No, sorry, only bad. Only bad, all right? Stay bad, that's where I'm at. What's the best way to get you to play a game on stream? Stop asking great questions, okay? Stop asking great questions. I'm pretty sure your questions have been some of the best ones here today, CBH team member. All right. Can't answer questions and play games at the same time. Forgive me. It's a struggle out here. I'm going to change it to just chatting in a minute. You know what I mean? Vattel Tuttle says, I own 3 Sandbox NFTs, a door, a dragon, and a sword. What use can I give them? Well, the sword is associated with your account as equipment. You can use that in any combat-based experience inside the Sandbox game metaverse. So when the metaverse goes live, you can use that there. The door and the dragon can be used inside the game maker. And if you want to publish a game, then those NFTs would get wrapped in that published game inside a land if you published it. And so they will stay in use for as long as they're in a land as a sort of a flex, right? Like, I was here in the before time, in the first alpha. And when using them on the game maker, after that they become obsolete, or can they continue to be used? You can use them in different experiences. If you have a land, you want to unwrap them and go and use them in a different game, or you want to rework your game, redesign it, you can reuse them again in the same experience. But the NFT itself does get wrapped in a land when you wrap it. Until you unwrap it, then you get it back and you can use it in something else. Let's see here. Need a mod, BT says. Yeah, kind of, maybe. YouTube hasn't been, out of hand. You guys are really amazing. Do you need a stream moderator, Big Papa Duke? I have somebody specifically in mind already, somebody who comes from a partner stream. But as an ambassador, you also have an opportunity to do that, and I'm probably just going to mod you guys anyway. But I don't want to have to commit you to a 9 to 5, basically, saying I'd be here every single day for this stream. I have somebody in mind that I know already does that for a partner and is available in this time slot. So I'm probably going to call them up to be an ambassador from specifically Twitch, but we'll get it sorted. Let's see here. Been having a blast designing my characters in the voxel style. I'll be recording the process on my YouTube channel starting this week for anyone who's interested. Keys Designs. When you do that, tag me over on Twitter. I love to share new creators who are helping share the process at TheVisionEX. Tag me up. Let me know when you share your first video. I'll join Team Scientist, DJ EJ says. If you don't know, there will be factions in the metaverse. Scientists, oracles, and heroes. And those factions are associative to the rewards from my understanding, earlier planning. Of course, that can change before they come out, but right now, it's a really cool idea. Big fan of this. So hopefully it fleshes out. Hopefully we go forward with that. Let's see. I'm working with the YouTuber Willie Rex. Do you think that we have a chance to get funded in the accelerator program? Well, the accelerator program, I don't think has to do with the size and scale of your company, but mostly the idea and the execution. So you're going to want to have a pretty good pitch already ready, some product that's already almost ready to go to market, if I'm hypothesizing here. And then if they see that there's a client on the opposite end that may associate with that, then I think they're going to go, yeah, absolutely, we want to see this, let's go with it, right? And then they would pitch your idea to the client potentially, right? And so that's the kind of long-term scope. You can see how the sandbox is blowing up very quickly with high-profile clientele. With the Warner announcement recently, with the Snoop, we got the Gordon Ramsays, we got the Dead Mouse out there, we got the DJ Blondish right now, we got all sorts of different things. South China Morning Post, it's a global platform. It's just a matter of time before BTE is knocking at the door, all right? We want to make sure that we have things sorted for all of these people who are creatives in different ways, and then let's get you associated with them. And that's part of what the accelerator program can push for. Soul Cancer says Cyber Dragon has a good random number generator vid. I agree. He's got a very good random number generator video. 35 peeps over on Twitter, and one of them was our winner for today's NFT giveaway. It's pretty cool. Let's see, we got a lot of congrats going out there at 38. This question is still coming in. Luke Phillips says, I won't get the casino to raid you again. Thought you'd appreciate it. They weren't bots. Well, if they were legitimate, that's good. And I did, like, to a certain extent, like, I appreciated all the comments because I was like, wow, it's pretty good engagement. But also, you know, it didn't feel organic. And at the end of the day, it definitely pushed me away from that. Was like, hey, just come in and blow this up, you know. And it's like, okay. Like 1 or 2 of those, I can do my own research, right? 10, 20, 100. I'm like, whoa. Calm down. Calm down real quick. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see here. Would you consider making an item yourself for future giveaways other than the Wizzy Hat backspace? There are many different giveaways we've done on this live stream, all the official live streams. I happen to love the idea of the Wizzyverse items because if you didn't know backspace, the Wizzy the Blue NFT was an NFT created on this live stream with feedback from people like you who were watching. What should we make? We should make a wizard. What should it look like? How does the hat look? How do you like this, right? And all of those feedbacks turned into Wizzy the Blue, which we gave away for nearly a year. And then the Wizzyverse started to expand organically, thanks to people like you. People were buying it. Like, we've given every Wizzy thing that has ever existed has been given away for free, right? But because of the engagement from the community and the sense of like social connectivity between all of us, a Wizzy the Blue right now is about half an ETH, which is, what is that? That's like $1,200, you know, purely based off of the organic growth of being a part of the community, right? You want to own every Wizzy asset because you own the hat? Great. You know, I still don't own a blue hat. I'll probably end up buying one and give some intrinsic value to that just for the standard blue hat. Alex is building value into that. So when we run out of blue hats, will we get another one? Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's something else. We don't know. We'll see. Alex is one of the leading artists in the industry, frankly, creating some of the best, you know, assets for our largest partnerships in the Sandbox game. And, you know, so when he makes something for the community that we can give away for free on this stream, I'm very thankful of that, and I appreciate it a lot. Let's see here. Do you need to start a new project for the game jams generally? Zach asks. Not necessarily. Sometimes when there's special game jams, like the Round 21 game jam, being built around sporting was pretty unique. Not a lot of people make sports games, but the Alpha contest was very open-ended. Make whatever you want. Is it good? You could win. Let's see. Land migration would have been cool if they had Polygon set up for it. Is that how they plan to do it in the future? I believe so. But we'll see how it goes. There may be traditional migration for the Polygon network for lands, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If we want to queue our game for playtesting, we message at the VisionEX on Twitter. You could tag me there, or you could send me a message here on this stream, right here in the chat. I tend to put it in a list of private chat we have called Alpha Stream Dream Team, with Alex and Lucas and Andy and myself and Touche. So I'll put them down in there, and you know, sometimes I'll play them, sometimes Alex will play what I put in there, you know. Is there voice chat ability in the game? Not yet. We were exploring the idea of proxy chat. We'll see if that happens, or if it, you know, makes it lag too much and it's not viable. Proxy chat probably won't be great for a mobile phone, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see. In the future, will it be possible to wrap textures over voxels in order to create custom textures? Probably not, because you can already create custom textures. Like in your voxel asset creation, you're building the custom texture when you build a voxel by voxel. And frankly, Keys, if you didn't know, the largest part of every video game that you'll ever have in your download is the textures. When a person goes and they make a Call of Duty, a Gears of War, Uncharted, whatever IP you want to say. The polys aren't the big download portion. The texture itself that's in 4K, 8K resolution, whatever it may be, those are the things that are the huge part. And then to a lesser extent, the audio as well, huge, right? The polys themselves are the small, quick download portion. Will the Sandbox have VR support? We do not intend to add VR support. The game has a first-person mode, but VR would be far out on the target. Velen, first, we're going to have desktop. Second, we're going to have mobile. Third, we're going to have consoles. Fourth, question mark, VR? Maybe. Is it relevant? By the time we get there, we'll see. VR tends to ebb and flow, come and go. We may have VR support in the future, but it's a long ways off because we want to make sure that those things that were targeted on the roadmap are handled first. Can we have a pet-like dragon at the Sandbox? You can, as a game designer, design pets into your game, creatures that do follow. Let's see here. Let's have a look. Anybody streaming right now? Touche. Fun, guys. Building in the Game Maker right now. All right, folks, so I think I'm going to take that as my notice, right? I'm going to take that as my notice. We are going to, over here on twitch.tv, if you're watching. If you're not, you can join us over on twitch.tv. We are going to raid Touche, who is live right now with 21 viewers. We're going to bring our 80 over there, plus anybody else who would like to. And so we'll wrap that up for today. Questions again, if you would like to ask more questions, you can always ask them over in our Discord chat, where we have lovely ambassadors such as myself, if I do say so myself. Actually, I don't usually answer the questions over on Discord. That's more like more like Kristen, more like Vpire, more like Big Papa over here. You guys always answering those great questions over on Discord. Thank you for doing that. But nonetheless, ask those questions over on Discord. They should be able to get addressed. You can also ask questions over on our Telegram chat. Or you can ask me at TheVisionEX over on Twitter.com. You can also leave your suggestions for games that I will play on Monday's stream. Starting up this week, I'm organizing more and more interviews as well. Hopefully we'll have regular interviews at least every Friday going through the launch of the alpha, but we'll see what happens this week as I'm making some calls, as I'm sending out some emails. We'll see what's good, what's going on. Thanks again, everybody, for joining. 68 viewers ready to raid Touche right now. Boom! The twitch.tv has been sent over, folks, if you're still watching live. Over on youtube.com, over on Twitter, if you're watching on Theta D Live, thank you for joining us. Facebook, we appreciate you. Don't see a form link in the live chat from earlier. Did y'all never do a giveaway? We did do a giveaway, Voxel. I did it, I can't remember exactly what time it was, but I think it was about 15, 16 minutes ago, something like that. Thanks again, everybody, for joining. We'll do another giveaway on Monday. Don't worry, we got more for you, Voxel. Got more stuff. You can also join Panda Pop's stream earlier in the day. She also does a giveaway. So you want to check that out. I'll be there for both of those streams on Monday. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good morning, afternoon, and evening, and I will see you later. Should I play it out? I don't know. Probably not. We're chilling. We're chilling. Get some rest, big boy. Thank you so much. Open the box. Stream number 3. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.